And welcome back. We've had some bigger-than-life baseball players.
Dinner, homework, football, and Rosen's Sports Sunday. Staples for many Minnesota homes on Sunday evenings. That is until this past May, when the Minnesota CBS affiliate WCCO ended the half-hour show that spanned more than 3 decades. WCCO executives axed the show in order to expand the 10 o'clock news to a full hour on Sunday nights. But the shortening or cutting of sports coverage is nothing new. According to the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, most local TV stations have cut time allotted for sports in half. Across the country, some stations like XETV in San Diego have dropped sports coverage completely. Don Schaefer, XETV's news director, told the Star-Tribune, quote, "There was a time the sports guy was bigger than life. That's no longer the case." End quote. The days where sports fans tune into the 10 o'clock news for highlights are gone, said Dave Schwartz, a sports anchor at Minnesota NBC affiliate KARE 11.
Within a minute of a goal being scored, you can watch it. So why in the world would you why would you stay up until 10:30 if you have to get up orange display to see how the Wild did, to see the highlights that you already knew happened?
Schwartz said it was hard to accept, but the necessary change has provided new opportunities.
It's being more of a character as well as a person who's credible and delivers information, because you want people to want it. You know, what we want is, hey, I heard that the Wild signed, Zach Perreault today. I need to hear what Dave Schwartz has to say about it, because I know he's big with hockey. I know he knows those guys.
According to Schwartz, social media drives personal brands and can drive viewers to television. It completely changes his game day coverage, putting an emphasis on interacting with people on social media rather than simply logging the game, which is what Schwartz did when he arrived at KARE 11 in 2007.
You can't just sit at a game and do nothing. You need to be tweeting, because I'm going to give my opinion and give you insights that I want you to like, so that then you will in turn turn on the television to see more of.
It's not just for personal branding, though. Social media has changed the coverage game in general, according to Chris Trevino, the sports director for Columbia, Missouri's KOMU 8.
Social media has really, burst on the scene here the last handful of years, and you see all stations involved with that, because it's just such a quick way to get, news out there, and that's something that's really been encouraged to me here at our station with Twitter and Facebook, and the interaction with the viewers, I know, is something a lot of stations are looking to capitalize on and get them involved and bring them in, just another avenue.
But once social media brings viewers in, how do sports departments keep them? According to Schwartz, the answer is focusing on coverage of niche sports, such as the women's NBA, pro soccer, or small colleges, rather than mainstream sports.
So we believe, and I believe very strongly, that if you serve enough niche audiences very well, they become one very large loyal audience.
The problem for many stations is not just a lack of journalists, but also a shortage of resources. At KARE 11, the roles of anchor, reporter, and shooter are loosely defined. They now have what they call multi-skilled journalists, or MSJs.
Basically, it means that you shoot, write, edit, and do it all yourself.
But KARE 11 is not the only station that has had to mold positions together. Pat Clark, the sports director at Orlando's NBC affiliate WESH2, is in a similar position.
We don't even have a dedicated sports photographer anymore, so we rely on help from our news department, and they're very good about giving us that kind of help, but it's hard to just go do things on your own time now. You kind of have to, if you need help with a photographer, you have to make certain that someone is available for you. We gauge our day now based on what's available to us many times.
It is why Schwartz emphasizes young journalists need to be good at several things to succeed in this industry.
If you want to be a sports journalist, you need to be prepared to ebb and flow with what things do.
Despite the changes in local sports broadcast television, one thing remains. Great storytelling still separates great journalists from the rest of the pack.
Every Sunday night, I've signed off by simply saying, thank you for watching Rosen Sports Sunday. Yes, thank you. Thank you for watching Rosen Sports Sunday. Good night, everyone.
Reporting live from South Hall, room 2050. For Daniel Perreault, I'm Nick Kelly.